I know it probably doesn't look or sound like it, but I live for those moments, and those are when I'm the most happy, and I'll tell you why. What's going on, YouTube? Brandon here with Ramisthenics, and I'm so happy to have you by the channel today. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos, this is my first video I'm really putting out like this, so we'll be doing this together and you'll be seeing where it all started. So I've probably tried to make this video a million times now, and I'm just starting to realize that the more I'm thinking about it, the more I am screwing it up. So I'm just going to try to talk openly from the heart about my experience the last 2.5 years and why I believe so strongly that training to failure is so much more than just a means of achieving greater hypertrophy and strength. Now, before we get into this, I want to establish that training to failure and hard training in general are not new concepts or practices in my life. They're just ones that over the last 2.5 years I have reacquainted myself with and grown a profound respect for and appreciation, and I have submitted myself to completely as a life discipline and daily habit that I think that I honestly need. So I'm just going to get right into it and say it that training to failure and hard training have become something that has saved my life and put me on a trajectory to be a better person. Hard training has changed and saved my life. This is where I was, and this is where I am now. These are two completely different people, and it is not in just physicality. Mentally, I am different. I am different in my morals, my values, my goals, my drive, my discipline. I am a completely different person than I was 2.5 years ago at that low point. I had nothing but bad friends who were bad influences. I was doing nothing but abusing substances. I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't doing anything productive. I hated my career. I hated where I was. I hated my apartment. I hated everything in my life. And I hated everything so much because I had no discipline and no training was taking place in my life. Every one of the dark times in my life have been when I was not physically active and prioritizing my health. Everybody I know now that has mental health issues, is out of shape, drinks too much, has bad friends, has nothing but bad influence around them, doesn't make rational decisions for themselves, and is constantly a detriment to themselves. None of these people have daily exercise and daily hard training in their lives. I mean, look around you. If you're somebody who's very physically fit and you do live this way like I do, you'll see around you very quickly that 99% of people don't cope with things the right way. They don't go to the gym. They're not in shape, and they don't prioritize themselves and their health. And it is a complete and utter detriment to their social lives, their relationships, and their jobs. When you train hard, you get to have a healthy and realistic outlet to finally leave all of that stuff at the door and have it be gone from your head. A healthy way to do it, where you don't wake up regretful and hating yourself. You slept with somebody you didn't want to. You said something you didn't want to. You have a hangover. You can't function. And now you can't think properly even more. You just constantly put yourselves in these detrimental situations because you're not coping well. This gives you the exact opposite. It gives you a spiritual place that you get to in your head that all of this stuff comes out, whether you scream or you cry at the end of a set, or you become emotional in general. It happens. But that's the point of training to failure and hard training. It's pushing yourselves to get to this spiritual, mental state of mind that you can only recreate if you are religious or abuse a substance or have a psychedelic experience of some sort. I'm at a time now where I'm relying on this even more so. I'm going through one of the worst breakups and betrayals and heartaches I've ever experienced in my life right now. And the fact that I have an outlet to go to every day to take that out and get it out and be at peace with what's happened, knowing I've tried my best, just like I did at the gym that day. I've left everything on the table. And this is the first time in my life where I haven't fallen off of the gym for a traumatic experience. And I'm not drowning in a bottle. I'm not drinking myself to death over it. I'm not screwing some girl I don't care about or breaking her heart in the process to help me cope with the fact that I've just lost something I want. No, I'm coming out on top of this because I'm putting my head down and doing something productive with my time. And if you start to all do that, your mental health improves drastically. And dealing with these scenarios where your mental health becomes an absolute crisis, it makes everything a lot easier to deal with. Because when you go to the gym and you're going through all of those sets, you're using that pain to fuel you. It's like getting to fight somebody without throwing a punch. It's like getting all of that anger and that aggression out that you have pent up. You're using it to push you to that limit. And then you get to that point where that little needle pin releases like the Big Bang, and you feel that crazy runner's high, that jolt of energy, that dopamine, that adrenaline, that peace, that clarity, similar to what I think is similar to climaxing. If you are somebody who is struggling in any way with mental illness, training is the first thing you need to be doing, and any doctor who you talk to should be telling you the same thing. You need to be exercising vigorously. I am living proof that it is the healthiest and best thing you can be doing for yourself. I have pulled myself out of a miserable rut in my life and have gone forward in such a positive manner. And now I am at another crossroads of mental health in my life where the gym is yet again saving me. I am having a positive outlet to take my pain and suffering and aggressions out, whereas I'm not drowning myself in liquor, as I said. I'm not hooking up with random women that won't make me feel better. I'm not using some poor woman to feel better. I'm actually taking my problems for once in my life, going to the gym, processing them, getting them out, and working through them. I'm actually growing in this scenario. Your value is such an important tool that you can gain from the gym. And it has given me value the last 2.5 years to push myself to get the physique that I want, to start my journey on YouTube and Instagram, because I've always wanted to do this and I've always been too scared, lazy, fat to do it, insecure to do it. I never thought I would make it. And now I've seen all of the progress the gym and training hard has given me the last 2.5 years. The fact that I can do more with my body now physically than I ever could when I was a young man in the Marine Corps. I am at the best shape of my life. I am right now. My YouTube channel is growing. My Instagram is growing. My love for this is all growing day by day. And this all holds me accountable and it gives me a purpose. And it has helped with my mental health so much, and it can help with yours. I don't really know if this is going to help a lot of you out there, but I just wanted to get a message that is so important to me and that is literally saving my mental health in my life right now, and I know that can save so many of yours. Please open yourselves to starting to train more often, harder. As Coach Greg says, harder than last time. Train harder and you will find enlightenment. You will find a natural remedy for your depression and your anxiety. You will find self-worth and confidence, and you will be able to really tackle a lot of the mental health issues that you face. I'm living proof that this works. Please take my message and consider it. And I love you all, and I hope to see you all thrive.